Hey, are you an underappreciated undercover goddess who's tired of eating dinner in front of the TV and watching your favorite movie and TV characters have all the fun and excitement? Would you like people to refer to you as a goddess or a priestess or a superstar, but really not sure what it takes to make that happen? Are you ready to trade in the mundane for some magic, but worried that you'll lose your friends, be made fun of, called a dork, or too woo-woo? Well, I used to wonder where the magic was too. I knew it existed somewhere, and I was made fun of, sometimes totally rejected when I tried to let my goddess flag fly. But then the divine feminine started to come to me in visions, and I learned the secrets to being a real priestess, a real goddess, and it opened the path for me. And now my life is way more exciting than anything I used to watch in the movies or on TV. And now I'm here to share with you the secrets that I learned so that you can shed the boring, mundane world and open the door to your new magical life as a goddess, a priestess, a superstar. Are you ready? Well, let's get started now. I'm here with this week's inspiration for the goddess emerging. So I've had a lot of people throughout time and most recently ask me what were some of the first things that got you started on this path. And other than the fact that I was fortunate enough to have direct kind of visitations and visions of the divine feminine, dreams and actual just visions. I was guided to some really great books that shifted the way that I thought about the world and just completely blew my mind 20 years ago. Today it seems like it makes perfect sense, but 20 years ago it really rocked my mundane world. One of the first books, and I just want to give a shout out to my friend Colleen Gianna Tiempo because she turned me on to these books. The first one was Shakti Gawain's Creative Visualization, which reawakened an old visualization practice that I had as a kid that was really magical and really amazing. But the one I'm going to share with you about today is Deepak Chopra's 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And again, when I read it about 20 years ago, it totally blew my mind. It kind of made me go, huh? But I was fascinated by it, and it rang true for me. And I decided that I was going to do my best to live those laws. And they were so different at the time that I felt like I needed to summarize them. So after each law, I kind of wrote a little summary of what I understood that law to be. And then I realized, hey, there's 7 laws and there's 7 days of the week, and maybe I can just focus on practicing one law every day. And so I put it in my day planner. I put the little summary. I had the little summary with me, and I wake up, look in my day planner, what's the law for the day, and then I would look at the summary, remind myself what it was, and I would let that be my lens for the day, of how I responded, how I saw things. And I did child welfare back then. I did child abuse investigations. I was a really intense job, and I was definitely a rock star, but did not know it at the time. And I started using it in my multidisciplinary meetings with attorneys and cops and teachers and other therapists. And I could see that it was kind of perplexing them too, the way that I responded and the way that I suggested we handle these cases with these families. But for the most part, it really drew a lot of positive response, and 100% for me, positive results. And I loved it, and it didn't take long before I didn't really need to look at the summaries anymore. I could just look, okay, what's the law for the day? And then over time, not much longer than that, I realized, I'm living all of these laws. I'm living all of them. I don't need to review what's the law for the day. I'm just doing it. and it's changed my world. It's completely integrated into my life. And looking back, I don't think I really grasped it at the time, but me choosing to make that simple change for myself not only had huge transformational impact on the way that I thought and the way that I saw and the way that I responded to the world, but I'm sure it had a positive impact on the families I was helping, trying to help. And I know that it rippled out and affected the attorneys, the judges, the cops, the teachers, the families, my coworkers, other therapists. I know it rippled out and impacted their lives as well. And so I want you to really acknowledge that sometimes it can feel like you're a drop in the ocean, and nobody cares. But truthfully, when we make these changes and we commit to them, it can be more like a pebble on still waters. It ripples out far and wide, even though it might make no splash at all. The ripples will go out far and have a huge impact in the world. So I encourage you to pick up the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And the good news is, for all of those who are getting my newsletter, I found a link to a free download to the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. So if you're not already on my website, get on over there, amandaeloesh.com. I have all kinds of information and products to support you in letting your goddess totally emerge and shine. And if you're not getting my newsletters and you like what you see, then you really should consider signing up for those newsletters. They're free. They come every week delivered to your inbox. And they include things like this special link and information about my Human Spirit radio show, The Conscious Evolution of the Divine Feminine Archetypes, and invitation to join me live in my Living Wisdom School, where you get to learn with my personal mentoring how to embody 13 different archetypes of the Divine Feminine. Not just dressing up, not just sacred theater, not just pretending, not just a workshop, but a deep sacred dive in learning how to become an embodiment of the goddess. 13 different archetypes worth. So get on over there if you're not there. Sign up if you're not already signed up. And until next week, please dive into those 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Tell me how they impact your life in the comment section. Send me a message. And until next week, may the Source be with you.